Hey guys, Heidi Schmidt with Opticom. I'm going to go over a product review of what Opticom is currently offering as our product line. So we've been around since 1973. That's a long time in the CCTV industry for that long. And about 15 years ago, we restructured a little bit our product line and decided that we were going to become an industrial product provider. And we still have a full line of commercial products, but we were working so closely with so many different industries to develop products for them and tweaking them based on their feedback and just really working hard with them that we figured, hey, if we're working with this many people right now and we're not even telling people we have this product out there, we should probably, really get it out there and let people know, like, hey, we've got this solution that's going to last. So that was what we did 15 years ago, is we started developing more products and growing that part of our company. So we're gonna run through that right now. Let's see. So the top right-hand corner, that's the CCO2 camera, and that's the one that kind of started it all for us. So that is right over here. I'm gonna highlight that for you right there. Boom, that's the CCO2. And the one right below it, right here, that's the CCO4 camera. So that camera is about 6 years old now, I think, and maybe 5 years old, 6 years old. And it is the brother, we'll say, to the CCO2 camera. And then we've also got another CCO2 camera that is yellow, right? Which is, again, that top right corner is the CCO2. And it's yellow. It looks just like that, but it's yellow, and that is the TVI version of this. So all of our rugged cameras are in an IP networking format, an HDTVI format, and an analog format. So they're IP rated, weatherproof, waterproof and dustproof, extreme vibration resistance, and extreme temperature rating. So they can go in really, really extreme environments. They're high impact as well. Again, like I said, the high vibration. So these are ideal for about 85 to 90% of industrial products. So these are our #1 sellers right here. All three formats, just depending on what that particular facility has. So let's clear that. And okay. And then we've got the explosion proof camera. So what I did is I actually grabbed one of these off the shelf to kind of show you the size and the weight, right? Because they're heavy duty, these are serious cameras. So this is our TVI version, happens to be one of the TVI ones. That's literally just the one I grabbed off the shelf. But you can see it has the infrared around here. It's basically the same picture. I think that one in the picture right there is our IP2MV. So that's one of our IP varifocal ones. So these come in a fixed or varifocal lens, as I stated. Again, they are available in the IP networking format, the HDTVI format, and that analog format. 2.3 megapixel on the IP and the HDTVI, and the analog will be a 700 TV line. They are CSA, FM, ATEX, and IEC approvals. So that is super important. That means that any hazardous rating, that it meets all of the qualifications for that. So cameras operate at a -40 degrees Celsius, and then they are IP rated for waterproof and dustproof. Stainless steel, I grabbed one of those as well. So the AISI SS316 stainless steel housing, guys, available again in the IP networking, the HDTVI, and the analog technologies. Here's one of our smaller ones, right? It's tiny and cute. It's got, this one's actually really cool because it's not infrared. It's got LEDs that actually project a white light. So it works like a flashlight on the end of the camera. It's a super cool camera. And it's got a little controller where you can adjust the width, right? So that's only on this particular one. All of my stainless steel don't have it, but it's a really, really cool thing. So, but they're corrosion and bacteria resistant. So again, they meet the standards for food processing, pharmaceuticals. We've got some guys that use these in mining. So just a really, well-rounded camera that works in a lot of applications. So IP rated, waterproof, dustproof. You can see a picture on here. Actually, that picture that's on there, I think, is the camera that I had grabbed, because I can see that it's not regular infrared. You can see on, let me get that little pencil thing out here. Right here. Nope, it's not right. Right here. You can see these little LED things, and they're not a typical infrared. They're squares, so they're lights. And then right here, you've got the dome camera, and that's what that looks like. And these are heavy duty stainless steel. So moving along, commercial video cameras, right? So again, we've got bullet camera, dome cameras, PTZ cameras, the turret cameras, pretty much anything you can imagine. We've got some other odds and ends too every now and then that we get requests for. So here's one of them, right? This is a TVI and an analog, so it's dual. If you can see, I don't know if you can see on here, but it's got two BNCs on it, which means it'll do analog or the HDTVI technology, which again is that 1080p HD high definition resolution over a coax cable. So we go through that. This has got a cable management bracket, so that means the cable goes right here. So that means when you mount this on like the ceiling, you don't have like the old school way was to have the cables hanging, right? So this is all through the bracket itself. So it's really cool. So that's one of the bullet cameras. That's the TIB 2801 PX. And then I've got the MIV 4141 SV. So this is a varifocal Vandal dome camera. It's super cool as well. Same thing with that cable. It comes right through here, and it's got the my mind went blank. The thing where you can screw in the piping, right? If you want to go that way for the cable management. There is a whole nother video on our YouTube channel that explains what all these little cables are, right? These cameras are so cool. They have so many capabilities. They're awesome. So that's, again, a picture of that. So now one thing that's super cool is that we've got 2 megapixel, 4 megapixel, 8 megapixel, which is the equivalent of 4K resolution. So if you're not sure and you hear 8 megapixel, but you don't know what that is, but you know what 4K is, it's the same thing. So we've got all of our commercial video products come in that array of resolutions. On your HDTVI, it's going to be the 1080p HDTVI, not that 720. We do 1080p HDTVI, as well as the 5 megapixel HDTVI is coming out in the next like 2 months. So we'll have that on the shelves stocked up and ready to roll as well. The analog is going to push at about, I think, at 700 TV lines on the analog end of that. So that's where our commercial falls. H.265 compression. Now this is only applicable to an IP networking camera. So H.264 compression, I'll give you a really quick rundown on super basic terms. So it's not scientific terms. Or the networking IT guys terms. They would probably be very embarrassed by the way I explain this. However, most people can understand it. So if you have an H.264 camera and it's going to go down your stream, right? And then you've got an H.265 as the compression, right? Or H.264 compression that goes down the stream. That's how it compresses your video to send it from the camera to your server, to your NVR, to wherever you're going. Your computer, doesn't matter. So when you do an H.264, it's one stream. When you do an H.265, it's another stream. So that 265 is double the compression as the 264. So what that means when you have double the compression, it means it reduces your video stream by half. So if you have a 4 megapixel H.264 video stream going down the line, and then you have a 4 megapixel H.265 video stream going down that line, the H.265 is not sending 4, it's the equivalent of sending like a 2 megapixel. You still have that 4 megapixel resolution, but it compresses it so much that it's as if you're only sending a 2 megapixel resolution down the stream. So does that make sense? So it reduces it by half. So double the compression reduces it by half. So, which is really important, right? Because when you're adding a lot of cameras into a system, it's going to take a lot of bandwidth. So there's obviously downfalls of higher compression ratings if you utilize it to the maximum. Fortunately, everything is adjustable on our end. But so use your main, get with your installer, get with your integrator. They will be able to guide you in the right direction. And if they cannot, call. Don't talk to me, but I'll put you in touch with my guides you need to talk to, and they can do the same thing and kind of guide you with your best settings and the best way to set up a system. But the H.264 is super cool, and it's the latest and greatest on the market. Now, digital video recorders, network video recorders, those are, again, IP networking, HDTVI, and analog, all 3 technologies. So they're available in 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64 channel units. The larger units can be stacked. So say you have a 64 channel system and you're like, hey, you know what, I need to add some more cameras. We just stack them. So when you go on the CMS software, you can view it as if it's one system, like not like you have 2 separate hardware units, but it's just viewed as if it's one cohesive system. Video management software, we're really, really excited to bring this to the market. So we have it available. We're just sending out our demos to everybody to test out right now. So it's super exciting to have a video management software solution available, because we do a lot of bigger projects. When you get into facilities, it's larger scale projects, and sometimes the VMS is a better solution than an NVR. Not all the times, but sometimes it is. So that's something we've got to market. You're welcome to call and chat with me about that. I'm still learning all of this and being trained on it. We'll do training on it eventually, but you're welcome to call and chat and get the information that we have available now. The DVRs, we have them available. They're dual, right? So they're TVI and analog. So what's super, super great about that is that if you've got a customer, or if you are the customer, right, and you've got a system that is all analog, but you want to upgrade. You're not looking to go networking because you don't have the infrastructure. You don't want to recable, whatever the reason is. But you want to get a higher resolution camera, right? So because of these dual systems, you can put in one of our DVRs, right, with your existing cameras, existing everything. And then, you know, because not everybody has, you know, a budget that's unending, right? You might need to replace one camera at a time. Okay, so you pop one of these in and it's still going to work with your existing analog systems. But as you decide to replace your cameras with that TVI that we've been talking about, that high definition TVI, you can integrate that right in with the system. So again, we've got on our YouTube channel a whole video about merging from analog to TVI. So that's really important, right? This is the first step, is that DVR, that's a hybrid DVR for TVI and analog. And then lastly, I don't know why this is on this particular page, but it is US-based tech support. Well, North American-based tech support. We've got some tech support that comes out of Vancouver, where our other office is. But it's all right here. It's all local. So if you have questions or you need anything, call us. We'll hook you up with our tech guys, and we'll take you from there. So commercial and industrial CCTV monitors. So we have a full line of LCD CCTV monitors. Displays are from 10.1 inches all the way up to 65 inches. They're industrial and commercial. Supports up to that 4K resolution. Not all of them, right? A 10.1 inch monitor, just they don't have the technology on the market yet to support even a 1080p resolution. But yeah, we can go up to 4K resolution. And then we've got monitor enclosures available as well. Now these are custom built as ordered, right? So they're heavy duty, they're pretty amazing. And we've got them dust proof or waterproof or whatever your particular needs are, with little sun shields, the whole nine. So this again, right, this sounds weird, but our monitors are available in an IP networking, an HDTVI, and an analog option. So what that means, let me give you a super quick rundown because this is awesome. So analog, we know what that is. Straight up, got a BNC on the back, boom, plug it in, off you go. Or maybe an HDMI cable, whatever it is, right? All that's on the back and you can just run with it. We have a video, again, on the YouTube that is all about why you would want, I think this is on there. I'll have to check. If not, we'll have to put one on there. But why you would choose a CCTV monitor over just, your run-of-the-mill monitor coming out of, Best Buy or Amazon or wherever. So there's definitely a difference, and it's super important that you understand what the difference is because some applications really do require that CCTV monitor. Okay, but you've got your analog monitors, and we've got a couple of monitors on there that are just your super basic, like HDMI input, VGA input, run-of-the-mill monitors, right? Because that's all, sometimes that's all your gas station needs. Right? And why have them go buy it somewhere else when they can just buy it from you? Or you can just buy it from us, whatever it is. So, so we've got analog monitors, boom. HDTVI monitors. So with that HDTVI technology, and I'm not going to get into it, but it's a BNC connection over coax, but it's a different signal. So if you're going to go straight from a camera straight into a monitor without going through a quad or a DVR or some sort of converter, then you would need to have a TVI monitor that's going to accept that. If you have questions, call me. I can explain it. IP networking. This is what I'm so excited about. So we've always offered these monitors, well, not always, but we've offered these monitors for about 5 years and for whenever promote them. And we started telling people about them last year, and I kid you not, we can't even keep them on the shelves, guys. So these are super, super, super cool. And all of the factories and the facilities are loving them, right? So what it means is your monitor itself can be connected through a PoE switch onto the network, or however you want to connect it onto the network. And then you go into the monitor, you type in the IP addresses of the cameras on that network that you want to pull up, and boom, they're there. So that means you don't need a camera or you don't need a computer at every location that there's a monitor. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a guy or a gal that's working at a gas station, this is not the monitor you want to go with, right? If you do, I mean, knock yourself out. We'll tell you how to set it up. But when you get into facilities where you have to have multiple monitoring stations or operator cabs or things of that nature, this monitor is perfect. You're no longer buying a monitor and a really expensive computer, right? You're just buying, boom, one monitor. It's on the network. It's super simple. So it's really important, and it might just be a fit for you. If you're not sure, again, call us. We'd love to talk to you about that. Accessories. So accessories, again, accessories for IP networking, HDTVI, and for analog applications. Lock boxes, pretty standard, straightforward video distribution, distributed and individual power supplies, VESA standard mounts and stands. I grabbed right here. I have one of our industrial mounts for those monitors we're talking about, right? So this is a really awesome mount. It's got the vibration rubber grommeting right here. So again, this is built, it's heavy duty too, built for an industrial application. And then we've got video and power converters as well. So pretty much all of your accessories, we've got the gambit of them. We're going to be doing quite a few training videos over the course of the next few weeks. And one of them will be unique products, right? Just off the wall products that Opticom offers that that you didn't probably know existed, or maybe you didn't even realize that you needed, or it would have solved a problem for you that you didn't realize was a problem, that you just thought, well, that's just the way we do it because, you know, we haven't seen a different solution. So it'll be a really interesting training. Video wireless video technology, IP networking, HDTVI and analog, all available. So we've got up to a mile transmission on some units. If we need to talk and do more, these are our basic standards. We can build out some other stuff for some longer distances. Outdoor rated, easy to install and to design the system. Again, you know, it's pretty straightforward with our IP and our TVI and our analog systems. But if you're talking about like a mesh network, anything like that, give us a call. We'll put you in touch with one of our techs and we'll have them help you lay something like that out. But we do have that as well. We support you, right? So we just support you with everything we do, tech support, customer service, you know, call us. Additional training. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, the Opticom Tech. You can search it. Set up a training with us that's product specific for you and your facility or your employees, or if you're a distributor, for your customers, right? Let us talk to them and train them on our products, on the capabilities. And again, you know, sometimes you don't realize that you're there and you have a problem. Like, so let's use this example because I don't like the idea of you have a problem and you don't know you have a problem. So a silo, right? If you've got a guy going up a silo to go see what's, you know, in that silo, you know, maybe 2-3 times a day, put a camera up there, right? That saves time and it's a safety issue. So it's not necessarily a problem, but it's just there's a better way to do it. Same thing if you've got different gas gauges and different gauges or things you have to check that are spread out far along the facility where you're you know, running out there with a truck or golf cart or something, right, to go check on it. Same thing, you can put a camera there and save time and safety and things like that. So that's when we talk about like solving things that maybe aren't necessarily a problem, but there's just maybe a better way to do it. So definitely set up a training with us and we can talk, or just give us a call and we can chat with you. Join us for additional available training sessions. We're going to be streaming a lot on our Facebook page, which is, again, just search Opticom Tech and you'll find it. Live trainings will be Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays on the Facebook page right now during the quarantine time. So like us on Facebook for an updated training and times and dates during the quarantine. Thank you. If you have any other questions, definitely give us a call, 1-800-578-1853, or you can view our complete product line at opticomtech.com. And if you go to toughestvideocamera.com, you can check that out. That's got our short 49-second video on the CCO2, and it's also got some testimonials. We are in the process of building out and updating our website. So that'll have a lot of information on it as well. If you have any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, I hope that you have a really wonderful day. Thanks.